Hello friends, welcome to Padhai Se Dosti YouTube channel. In today's video session, we are discuss about the quiz number 2. That is, it is about the geography. The specific part is exogenetic processes. So whatever exogenetic processes we have already studied, we are going to have a very interesting quiz on this particular topic. So enjoy the quiz. It is for all the competitive exams. Enjoy the quiz. So the very first question is that which of the following factors is or are not responsible for the exogenetic processes on the earth? So we have already discussed about these exogenetic processes. If you have not seen our previous session on exogenetic processes, do watch this session and then answer this quiz. So first of all, try to mark your own answer and then watch the answer given by me. Okay, so there are four options: solar energy, kinetic energy of wind, molten magma, and gravitational force. So which one of the following is not responsible for exogenetic processes? So I hope you have marked the answer. Let's move towards the answer. So the answer is the molten magma. Molten magma, we all know, it is beneath the earth. That's why it is an endogenetic moment. It causes the endogenetic moment. Okay, it is an internal force, not an external force, and it is responsible for formation of landform. But most of these forces, they are responsible for the destruction or the degradation of existing landform through weathering and erosion. Okay, so remember the exogenetic process and endogenetic process. So this molten magma is an endogenetic factor, and all the other three factors, they are the responsible for exogenetic processes. So the next question is which of the following processes are known as exogenetic processes? So weathering, converging tectonic plates, then transportation and deposition, and the last option is both A and C. Very easy question. I hope you answered this rightly. The answer is option number D, that is both A and C. So these endogenetic processes, they include the weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposition. Okay, but this converging tectonic plates, it's come under the endogenetic processes. Okay, or endogenetic forces. They happen, the converging of these tectonic plates happen because of the endogenetic movement. So remember this thing, it is not an exogenetic process, it is an endogenetic process. The next question is that which of the following is the example of tertiary landform? So what do you mean by tertiary landforms? So okay, I will give you one hint over here. It is formed by the exogenetic processes. Okay, so now you can able to mark the answer properly over here. So the first option is plateau, second one mountain, third one rift valley, fourth one u-shaped valley. So I hope you answered the question. Let's move towards the answer. So u-shaped valley is the right answer because the landform forms on the earth's surface as a result of internal movements are called as primary and secondary landforms. Okay, so plateaus and mountains, they are the primary landform, rift valley is a secondary landform. For example, here you can see the continents, mountains, plateaus, plains, all they are the primary. Then the rift valley like structure, it is a secondary landform. Or then whatever, because of the external forces like weathering, erosion, transportation, deposition, the primary and secondary landform give way to the tertiary landforms. Okay, because of the erosional factors, there are different landforms formed on the existing landform that are known as tertiary landforms. Okay, for example, different valleys, v-shaped valley, u-shaped valley, then sand dunes, deltas. Okay, so all these things comes under the tertiary landform. I hope it is clear to you. The next one is that which of the following is or are not examples of mechanical weathering? So there are four options. First one exfoliation, second one the block disintegration, third one shattering, and fourth one is oxidation. So I hope you answered the question. So let's move towards the answer. The oxidation is the right answer because it is a process comes under chemical weathering. Here you can see oxidation is because of whatever iron which is present inside the rock material, it reacts with the atmospheric oxygen or water, and it forms a reddish rust like structure on the surface of rock. That is oxidation. But in case of mechanical weathering, other three processes, they fall in that, that is exfoliation. Here you can able to see exfoliation. Here it is a block disintegration, and here it is a shattering of rock. So all these things, they are the mechanical processes or mechanical weathering processes. So let's move towards the next question. Landforms made by exogenetic processes are known as, so primary, secondary, tertiary. So already we have discussed about it, it is a tertiary landform. So same explanation over here. The sixth question is that identify the type of weathering shown in given picture. So here you can able to see the different weathering agent over here and the weathering process also. So can you name the process? The first option is flora and faunal and floral weathering, then chemical weathering, mechanical weathering, and none of the above. So which is this weathering? Just try to observe the agent who are causing the weathering process, then you can able to answer the question. Okay, so I hope you answer the question. Let me explain. Here you can able to see the insect or the fauna is the cause for the weathering. Fauna means what? The animal or insect. Flora means what? The plant or any bushes, herb, shrub, the small and big plant, mosses, all these things come under flora. So this is the floral weathering. This is a faunal weathering. It is a part of biological weathering. So then don't get confused by such a words. Okay, it comes under biological weathering. Anthropogenic weathering are also sub part of biological weathering because human being is also a biome. Okay, it is a part of biome. Okay, so that's why human cause weathering is also comes under this biological weathering. This floral and faunal weathering also comes under biological weathering. I hope it is clear to you. So it is a type of biological weathering caused by animals, insect and plants. So that's why answer for this question is option number A. Next question, which of the following picture shows correct representation of alkaline crystallization? So we have already discussed this particular weathering process under chemical weathering. So tell me which picture correctly represent the alkaline crystallization. You can observe here the four pictures. So let's move towards the answer. Here the option C is the correct answer because it is a alkaline crystallization. The pores are formed on the surface of rock because of this alkalinization. Crystal form because of such alkali elements which are present in the water. Okay, it is basically you can able to find such rocks near the sea coast. Okay, if you visit Goa, then there is a rock beach. I don't remember the name of that beach. Anjurna beach है, ऐसा कुछ तो है. So you can find many such a alkaline crystallization rock over there. Okay, then there is a salt or chemical weathering which you can see over here. It is like this. This particular statue, the condition is because of the acid rain. So it is again a chemical weathering, and here is a crust topography which we can able to obtain beneath the earth. Okay, in Meghalaya you will find the limestone caves. So over there you can find this karst topography. It is a solution type of weathering. Okay, so again comes under chemical weathering, but this particular structure, whatever I marked over here, it is a alkaline crystallization. Then the next question is that mechanical weathering mainly occurs because of which of the following reasons? So there are few reasons they have given us: temperature, crystal growth, release of pressure, and all of the above. So I hope you have answered the question. Let's move ahead. So the answer for this is all of the above. So there is some syntax error over here. So there are actually the five main factors which are responsible for mechanical weathering. They are as follows. The first one is temperature. There is expansion and contraction of rock mirror happened because of this factor. Then frost condition. Frost condition means what? Very cold climate conditions happen in very cold climate. That is a frost condition. Then crystal growth. Because of this frost condition or the alkaline crystallization or any other such a activity, there is a crystal growth. So that again causes a mechanical disintegration. Then that is again a reason for mechanical weathering. And the fourth one is release of pressure. So if there is a internal stresses and strain in that rock, then if they are released, then again there is a mechanical disintegration, shattering of rock taking place. So that is again a reason for mechanical weathering. And the last one is the water. So it is a very big agent which causes mechanical weathering. The next question is that rockfall, landslide, land subsidence, slumping are examples of which kind of mass movement? So we have already discussed mass movement. I will again take a separate session on it. Don't worry about it. So you have to identify which type of mass movement they are. So first option is slow mass movement, third one is rapid mass movement, sorry, second one is rapid mass movement, third one is mechanical mass movement, and fourth one is none of the above. So correct answer is the second one, rapid mass movement. There is no any kind of mechanical mass movement. It is just for confuse you. Remember, such options they are tricky. So the answer is rapid mass movement. You can see over here, this is a landslide or rock slide. Here it is a slumping. Here it is again a landslide. So rockfall, landslide, land subsidence occur rapidly. Their effect are very destructive. Okay, ये हमें पता कि नहीं आती है, स्लोली स्लोली नहीं होता, एकदम सडनली ये होता है. उसके वजह से जो भी यहाँ पे सेटलमेंट हो, या सपोज यहाँ से कोई रास्ता गुजरता है, कोई गाड़ियाँ उसके ऊपर गिर पड़ा तो बहुत बड़ा डिजास्टर हो जाता है. Okay, the probability of such events is more in the regions having humid climate and steeper slope. A thick layer of weathered material forms on a slope. Okay, and when there is a heavy rain or the very steep slope, then such a rock material they use to slide along the slope. Okay, and it is a very destructive. When it rains in such a area, the rainwater penetrate the weathered material and their weight increases. Okay, and because of this increased weight and because of gravity effect, all the such a mass they came below along the gravity of that slope. The weathered material move very rapidly and come down the slope. For example, mudslide at Malin village near Pune, in Pune district. It is a very excellent example of this rock slide, mudslide. Okay, sometimes the weathered material do not move downward but sink in situ where they are. That is known as slumping. देखो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, ये ज्यादा स्लाइड नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन जहाँ पे वहाँ पे नीचे धस गया है, नीचे जो भी बीच में जो कैविटी होती थी वाटर की वजह से वो फिलअप हो गई, या वहाँ पे वो नीचे एक जो भी एयर था वो पास ऑन हो गया और वहाँ पे एक कैविटी बन गई। ओके, तो वो वॉइड्स दब जाने की वजह से ये पूरा नीचे धस जाता है। बारिश में भी देखो आप, बहुत सारे रोड्स वगैरह होते हैं वो ऐसे धस जाते हैं, या जमीन पे ही कुछ ऐसा पोर्शन होता है कोई जो नीचे धस जाता है बारिश की वजह से। सो दैट इज अ स्लम्पिंग. Such a rapid movements may occurs because of earthquake also. So there are many reasons behind that. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move towards the last question of today's session. Which mass moment are represented by following pictures? So you can able to observe here two pictures. So you have to answer which mass moment it is respectively. So the first option is slumping and solidification, second one is mud flow and solidification, third one is solidification and slumping, and fourth one is slumping and landslide. So the correct answer is the answer C, because this solidification, it is a slow mass movement. You can able to see the solidification like this. I have already discussed about it. Okay, the second one is slumping. So rapid mass movement, this is a slumping, you can able to see in this picture. So in this way we have discussed this quiz. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. So let me know your feedback in comment section, whether you like it or not. So I will proceed ahead with such a interesting quiz for you. If you like, if you enjoy, gives thumbs up to our session. Share with your friend and do not forget to subscribe YouTube channel so you will get the notification of upcoming video session on time. So guys, enjoy your learning. Have a nice day. Thank you.